zones for possible signs of the virus. The U.S. is one of several countries tightening travel restrictions amid the rapidly growing outbreak.
It comes as the U.S. is preparing to host the World Cup games next month, with criticism building over ticket prices. Now, 2 state prosecutors have launched an investigation into FIFA's ticketing practices.
Investigating whether fans were misled about the locations of the seats they were buying, New York Attorney General Letitia James and New Jersey Attorney General Jennifer Davenport. They also want to know whether FIFA's public statements about tickets inflated prices for the 8 matches at MetLife Stadium. Fans have reported they were misled about where their seats would be.
ABC's Chuck Sievertson. New York Knicks fans are celebrating the team's trip to the finals, but ticket prices for the championship games are soaring into the thousands. The Knicks still waiting to see who they'll face. The San Antonio Spurs lead the Oklahoma City Thunder 3-2 in the series. Game 6 is tomorrow. You're listening to ABC News.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6869. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6869. That's 800-575-6869. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
4:03 Wednesday, May 27th. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Andy Dane in for Lisa Fielding. Sunshine right now in Chicago, 82 degrees. We have an air quality alert in effect through this evening, as well as a beach hazards statement. AccuWeather says sunshine, a few clouds, rest of the day, high 86. However, those temperatures will begin to take quite the dive. Tonight, partly cloudy, breezy, cooler, a low 55. Very nice day tomorrow, but certainly not as warm as we've been treated to the past few days. We'll have the details and the 5-day forecast for you coming up at 4:15. Our top local story here on News Radio, WBBM, retiring Illinois U.S. Senator Dick Durbin recalling one of the highlights of his 6 decades in public service during a tribute in his honor at the state capitol in Springfield today. WBBM political editor Jeff Buckles with the story.
As recently as the 90s, airline passengers used to hear this.
You may smoke on most flights where smoking is permitted. Only if seated in the smoking sections.
It's crazy, right? And during his speech to a joint session of the legislature, Dick Durbin recalled the moment he had enough when a gate agent in Phoenix told him the only seat on the last flight to Chicago was in the smoking section.
Sat in that center seat between 2 chain-smoking sumo wrestlers. I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way.
He didn't stop that.
Nope. Banning smoking on airplanes.
The proposal encountered turbulence. The tobacco lobby was powerful, but when the bill got to the floor, Durbin realized he had leverage with his congressional colleagues.
This was the largest frequent flyer club in America, and they were sick and tired of smoking on airplanes.
And the ban was cleared for takeoff. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9, WBBM.
Well, some leaders of Chicago's Jewish community say they have questions about Mayor Johnson's new strategy aimed at beefing up the city's response to hate crime. Office announced the so-called Interconnected Chicago strategy will begin with a council dedicated to addressing concerns about incidents of anti-Semitism.
Hey, Holly, what's the address? Send me the address. Put it in chat.
We're not consulted by the mayor's office, and she notes it comes months after the Chicago Commission on Human Relations urged action.
This is an important step, but it doesn't take away for the delays, frankly, in getting something like this up and running.
Mayor's office says the so-called Jewish Engagement
Send me the address, Holly.
For addressing all forms of identity-based crime. They dismissed federal indictment now driving major change at the Chicago U.S. Attorney's Office.
U.S. Attorney Andrew Boutros has announced sweeping reforms to grand jury practices in the Northern District of Illinois following the collapse of the Broadview 6 case. The federal judge threw out charges against the remaining defendants last week, saying she had, quote, never seen the types of prosecutorial behavior before a grand jury as she saw in the transcripts. Boutros personally appeared in court to apologize before dismissing all charges. The prosecutor at the center of the misconduct allegations.
Can you send me the address up there, Holly, if you got it?
Washington. Glenn Marshall, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Woman shot inside a car in Belmont,
arrested over the weekend after allegedly stealing metal and copper from a shopping mall.
They were on the roof of the Southway Plaza Mall with mostly vacant stores at about 1 on Saturday morning when someone spotted the couple, 49-year-old Chad Hart and 50-year-old Robin Huffman, according to police. They called out on a loudspeaker and the two came down a ladder. They said they were just up on the roof making out, according to police, and Hart later admitted they were stealing metal and copper wire. Police found that nearly 24 HVAC units had been stripped of metal, and all of the copper wire that had been on the roof was stripped. It may not have been the first such visit to the roof. Both are facing felony burglary charges. Mike Krauser, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A 39-year-old man sentenced to 6 years in federal prison over drug distribution and money laundering charges. Ricardo Tello picked up $9 million in bulk cash proceeds from Mexico-based drug traffickers and allegedly delivered the money to others in the Chicago area. In return, he received about $3,500 per pickup. Beside the 6-year prison term, Tello was ordered to forfeit nearly $300,000 to the U.S. government. Police in Joliet searching for a suspect accused of attaching a skimming device to a grocery store's checkout lanes over the weekend. Officers responded to El Ranchito supermarket Saturday afternoon. Detectives reviewed store surveillance footage which showed the suspect briefly removing an unknown object from his wallet and putting it on the credit card terminal before completing his transaction. When confronted by a store employee, the suspect ran off on foot. Anyone with information now being asked to contact Joliet police. 4:08, time now for traffic and weather together on the 8th, and here is Neil Fiorito.
All right, Andy, we have some stories to tell. DuSable Lakeshore Drive shut down on either side at the Chicago River because the bridges are up and the boats are making their way back to the lake for the summer season ahead. So DuSable Lakeshore Drive is stop and go if you're northbound way back to Soldier Field. Michigan Avenue is a good option to avoid the northbound side of the drive. Southbound traffic stop and go from Fullerton. Again, your lanes are closed because the bridge is up at the Chicago River on DuSable Lakeshore Drive. Avoid the delay southbound on the drive. Maybe get over to Clark and you can bring that toward LaSalle. Make your way into downtown from there. Looking elsewhere on the Stevenson, it looks like a crash inbound at Damon Avenue, blocking a lane. Traffic really heavy in spots from Lamont Road. Just about an hour drive in from 355, 40 in for the Tri-State. Going outbound 35 to Cicero Avenue, the Midway Airport exit. 48 to get to the Tri-State, an hour 3 to 355. A bad delay on the Eisenhower. Looks like an accident blocking multiple lanes inbound at Route 390. You are really packed in from the Jane Addams Tollway. An hour 35 to drive in from the Jane Addams. 45 in for Manheim. Getting outbound an hour 8 to drive out to the Adams Tollway. And the Kennedy pretty
Thanks.
busy on
I
both
might
sides.
go out there. I'll see what's going on. Get out of this downtown. It's a gridlock down there.
Trust Miro near North Avenue. And then you're backed up from Diversity to Harlem Avenue. Just about 45 to drive out to the airport.
Do something different.
Heaviest back up the Tri-State southbound from the Irving Park toll down to Ogden in Northwest Indiana. Nothing major. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 418, News Radio 105.9, WBBM.
Thank you, Neil. The AccuWeather forecast for the rest of the day. We do have an air quality alert and beach hazard statement, both in effect through this evening. For the rest of the day, though, sunshine, couple clouds, staying warm, the high 86, but boy, those temperatures are really going to start dipping, especially near the lakefront. Cloudy, breezy, cool tonight, the low 55. Then a nice day tomorrow with sunshine, breezy, but a lot cooler than today, high 72. And the temperature is only cracking the mid-60s at the lakefront. Right now, lots of sunshine in the Chicago area, 82 degrees at O'Hare and Midway, 66 along the lakefront. Gains across the board on Wall Street today, the Dow up 183 points, NASDAQ gained 19, and the S&P up a point. It's 410.
The time to refresh your interior space is now.
Alright, I guess we should start listening to the radio calls. It looks like it's hot out today, right?
Drywall finishing, wall covering, commercial painting, and signage. Whether it's a hotel lobby or a corporate workspace, first impressions matter. Now more than ever. People expect spaces that feel refreshing.
Hopefully everybody's having a great afternoon. I'm a little ornery or a little weirded out. I'm not weirded out, but traffic is really, really bad. And there ain't nobody here. It's really strange. The traffic patterns are really horrible right now. And look at that. That street. Look at it. Look at that. That street. Look at that street. It's nasty, man. And the man's going this where look at that. Look at that potholes there. Where's the wolf pack at? So they come out one day and they fill a few potholes one day and then they don't do anything else later. Funny, right?
A video released by Chicago's Civilian Office of Police Accountability is, as always, intense. Two Chicago police officers shot and wounded 28-year-old Pierre Davis through a squad car windshield during an exchange of gunfire near 80th and Ingleside around 8 p.m. January 23rd. Police say Davis had shot and seriously wounded a 22-year-old woman a block away just moments earlier.
Where's your hands? Show your hands! Are you shot? Yes, I'm good. He's hit.
Davis was hospitalized and then charged with several crimes, including attempted first-degree murder. Terry Keschner, News Radio 105.9 WBBM. Hawthorne Racecourse is accusing the head of the Illinois Department of Agriculture of playing favorites when it comes to state funding.
A federal bankruptcy judge has ruled Hawthorne and its creditors can question Fairmount Park officials about alleged attempts to interfere with Hawthorne's Chapter 11 proceedings. The publication Blood Horse reports the Stickney racetrack can also depose Agriculture Director Jerry Costello and his brother about recent state funding cuts for purses at Hawthorne. John Costello is a lobbyist for the Horsemen's Association at Downstate Fairmont. He told the Tribune the accusation is defamatory. Director Costello declined to comment on the pending litigation. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Ahead of Mayor Johnson's visit to the Vatican tomorrow, he and other city leaders are preparing gifts to present to Pope Leo.
A Chicago Sanctuary City pin and bottle jardinera from J.P. Graziano are among the items Chicago leaders say they plan to hand-deliver to Pope Leo when the mayor leads a delegation to the Vatican. The Tribune reports that the mayor's staff confirmed that he will not be gifting the Pope a Chicago Cubs hat after previously joking about doing so. Instead, he will be presenting Leo with a White Sox emblazoned kippa and a White Sox pin. Johnson and Leo will be having a one-on-one in the Vatican Apostolic Library. Then the Pope will host a delegation of about 50 Chicagoans from various arenas. Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The 5-day forecast and sports news coming up at 4:13.
89, Adam. The number 4 train at Western, going eastbound, car 7216.
Thanks, Holly.
Zero 8315.
08320. Weird, right? The traffic.
53.
And there is no OEMC out here. That's the point. Think about it. Think about this. If you know traffic is bad during rush hour, right now they're raising the bridges, as you heard. Well, if you know that's happening, it's going to mess up the traffic. Why don't you have traffic cops out here or the OEMC? You don't. There's no proactive making the city better. This guy puts out press statements about him going to Rome. Them talking about Rome is from him. Look, reporters don't know what he's doing unless somebody tells them. So he's putting out these press statements. That's how it operates. You guys, anybody ever worked in a big organization? Do you know how that operates? The stuff that you see in the news is usually put out by people. When I do my reporting about crime, that's put out by the police or the scanners, right? Or we hear something from somebody, right? Like Holly just said, hey, there's something that just happened up there. And then Holly heard it from somebody, right? So here, we have a traffic jam. We're in the middle of downtown. But why don't we have somebody taking care of this, right? I was just stuck in a traffic jam over there on State Street. I'm going to make a video out of it. 4 lights we didn't move because people were blocking the road, right? Like this. And there was a cop sitting right there. There was a cop sitting there. The cop did nothing about it. Did nothing about it. You're not supposed to block an intersection. We all know that's the driver's, right? You learn that in driver's ed. You're not supposed to block it. And every light before it turned red, they were all going into the intersection blocking. The cop was just watching this. So now you start to wonder, why do we have these police officers if they're not even catching crooks, preventing crime, or even looking at something and say, hey, look, let's make this a little better, right? You know what I mean? Isn't that what public servants are supposed to do? Like, make life for all of the rest of us that aren't in public service better. I don't need you busting the heads of every kid that's on the beach. I don't want that to be happening. I want somewhere so those kids can do something, whatever it is. If they're doing criminal activity, then you need to arrest those kids. That's a fact. If they're doing mob action, then you need to arrest them. But why aren't we doing the things not to get to that point? You kind of get where I'm trying to get to here? It's predictable, right? Yeah. Hey, lady, it's a green light. Lady, it's a green light. Yeah, you're ignorant, ain't you? That's what you got here, right? It's unbelievable, right? Just doing whatever you want, whenever you want. And here's the problem with that. When the police and when the government does that, there's a famous saying by Judge Brandis. He says, when the government becomes the lawbreaker, it breeds anarchy. Because everybody see it, right? When there's crime is up, right? And it's upticking, and the mayor says, well, I'm going to Rome. I don't care, right? Oh, man, we can't go that way, right? Man, I'm going in circles today. And that's where we get. I'm going to look up that Judge Brandis quote for you. It's a really good quote. Justice, he was a Supreme Court justice. Now I'm back into where I should be. I should have had a little patience, I guess. But I don't today. I'll look up that Judge Brandis quote, right? Justice Brandis famous quote. He had a lot of good quotes. He was a Supreme Court justice in the 1800s, I believe. And here's one of his. The most important political office is that of the private citizen. Because all government derives power from us. Right? So again, why isn't there no OEMC people out here? Look, you see that? I went from one traffic jam to another traffic jam, right? So think about this. This is a hospital, right? This is Northwestern Hospital. How does the ambulance get through here? Do you get where I'm talking about here? How does the ambulance get through here? It doesn't. It doesn't. So if you got a heart attack, or you just had a stroke, or you're bleeding out, or something else is happening, you're not getting through to wherever you need to get to. You kind of get where I'm going here? And here you got a guy delivering stuff there. I don't know what he's doing. Why is there a delivery truck here? Usually they have, but I remember when I used to work in downtown, I worked down here in Streeterville. They had restrictions on that you couldn't do deliveries at certain time. That's what I remember. They wouldn't even take, if you would come to the building and say, I need to do this, they would say, no, you can't. You can't do this. Well, you got now trucks. There's semi-trucks sometimes that go around in downtown. Again, here's the idea. It is what it is. The point is there's no proactive thinking about others. It's what did I say? We talked about this a few months ago. It's the culture of selfishness. Well, I'm going to Rome, and here, this is what I'm going to give to the see that? So it's a green light there. You see that there? And the bus goes through the red light. That's one of our city workers. So the city worker is the one that blocked the street and made the traffic, right? You can say, hey, I'm complaining. No, I'm giving you observations here, right? I don't know if you have ever been in traffic. I have. I've traveled in traffic. I used to drive in this every day, right? I've been driving here every day for the last 4 years, and before that I drove in here for 10 years in downtown during rush hour. All right, so we're gonna go this way. How about this? We're gonna try to get out of this mess. But here's the idea regarding the cultural selfishness. When the mayor says, "Well, I'm going to Rome and I'm gonna give him some giardiniera sauce," then when a guy on the video says, "Well, yeah, we just had a murder," I say, "Well, what do you mean, man? I want giardiniera sauce, man. Giardiniera sauce. Why are you so negative? Why are you talking about a murder when I'm talking about giardiniera sauce?" Do you kind of get how that goes there? That's what. Well, he's doing anti-narrative now, right? Because the narrative now is there's a lot of crime, so he's trying to break that narrative. There's a whole science. There's a guy giving out tickets right there. You see that guy? There's a guy walking around giving out tickets. There's no one parked here. You see all these parking spaces are empty? But yeah, he's giving out tickets. Why don't you have that guy directing traffic, right? You kind of get what I'm trying to say here? See, the priorities. The priorities is what? I'm going to Rome and make sure somebody collects money from tickets so that pays for my Rome ticket. Just see the guy. He's giving out tickets. Traffic is bad. There's no traffic control. Some lady just got shot on the north side on Cortland and Pulaski, right? Who knows what else is going on in the radios. And that's the priorities, right? Let's see. Are we going to go that way? Oh, they said that it's because of the boats, right? We'll go this way. Let's see if we can get over here. I was going to try to get up to Pulaski. Oh, there we go. Oh, it is what it is. You got to watch out. People are excited, right? So the idea of the culture of selfishness is this. I'm going to Rome. I'm going to send out a guy to give out tickets when half the street's empty anyways, but I want him to collect the tickets from whoever's there. We're going to tow the tourist cars from the bean because I'm going to Rome and giving the Pope some giardiniera sauce. Yeah, you know what a good leader would have did? This is what a good leader would have did. You know what? I have everything scheduled to go to Rome. After this weekend's violence, where 5 police officers were almost killed, I think I'm going to stick around and try to get us into a better space for the summer. We didn't have that. That's not that kind of a leader we have, right? And that's what a leader really does, right? But hey, we can hope and wish. Maybe one day we'll get one of those leaders, right? All right, let's hear what's the radio call is doing, right?
84 boy and Charlie.
So that guy's in the opposite lane there. You see that? That white car there.
08721. 08721. 89 Adam.
4 right, that's the blue line. Going eastbound, number 7244.
08734. 073. 87 Adam.
93 plus right, west from Michigan.
I don't know. I should go this way back to Michigan Avenue. I probably should have. I don't know why it's backed up here. This usually is never backed up here.
Alright, for my Lakeshore Drive in, as they came over as traffic control over at Lakeshore Drive northbound at Grant. All it says is traffic is at a standstill.
3213, I'll check it out.
13 days.
The bridge was today.
Okay, makes sense.
54.
4754.
So I'm not the only one complaining about traffic. See that there? Ooh, I was glad.
83 David.
83 David.
I haven't read it.
08186.
boy.
7389 boy.
Flash, will you get numbers for Illinois Medical District Blue Line?
08808. 08808.
And 3.
I'm sorry.
People within a train dive about a mile east of Navy Bear. 380.
Alright, M3, it's going to be 08841. 08841. Next unit coming in.
That's 383 George. Can I get a number for Cardinal Lake lower platform, please?
08848. 08848.
84 Henry.
84 Henry.
Rail line.
08854. 08854.
2383.
I don't know if it's going to be any faster.
80 Eddie.
Wow.
A number for Roosevelt. That line.
I don't know if it's going to be any faster.
08856. 08856.
73 King.
83 King.
A number for Chicago State in the red line.
08857. 08857. 7356.
Red line shining and Howard.
08869.
363.
7663.
Roosevelt.
08875. 08876.
You got it.
83 John.
That's red line.
08882. 08882.
I have no idea what's going on here, man. And these are probably all Uber drivers, right?
83 boy.
Flash, we get numbers for Blue Line 15.
The city that don't work anymore.
08956. 08956. 19 like traffic progress. There's mailbox on the ground, nothing to see on the ground, but the white speed, no weapons seen, no further. 3 to Lincoln. Okay. 383 Lincoln. Can I get a number for far the position to the line? Okay, take over number 08980. 08980. 475.
Only number is 4850 West Wilson.
Sure, it's 08989. 08989.
7380 Adam.
89 Adam.
The number for at West John going east sound on 716.
899 897.
3 Dave.
83 David. 09003. 09003. 84 boy. 09008. 09008. All I heard was boy. 83
See,
boy.
there ain't no traffic. What did I tell you? There is no traffic. I just came up through State Street. There was no traffic. It's only at certain points there's bottlenecks. And if you know that, then you would put an OEMC person there or a traffic control. Look, there is nobody here. It's abandoned. Don't you see that? There's no one here. There's no cars. There's no traffic. It's just in certain areas that makes it that way, right? There's no traffic here. Look, it's empty. Look, it's 2 blocks in front of me. There's no cars. The whole block is empty. There's no traffic. There's no people. It's I don't know if Google's doing it or what's doing it. It's weird. There you go. There's no traffic here. See that? And this is Rush Street. It's 4:30. It's Rush Street. There's no traffic here. None. See that there? 4:30. Let's listen to the news. Jardinera sauce, right? I'm taking jardinera sauce to Rome. Yeah, that's what we're going to listen to, right?
Incidents of anti-Semitism and attacks on members of Chicago's Jewish community.
It's encouraging to see that they're forming a Jewish engagement council.
But Sarah Van Loon from the American Jewish Committee says her group was not consulted and didn't know about it until we asked. Rebecca Weininger from the Anti-Defamation League was more blunt.
Steph, I'm just as concerned as I was before, if not more.
That's because she says her group and what she calls other mainstream Jewish organizations were apparently left out.
This is a wholesale rejection of the time and the treasure that was put in by his own commission.
The mayor's office says the Jewish Engagement Council will eventually help build a lasting effort to combat all identity-based crime.
I really do hope it's going to be successful.
We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 1059, WBBM.
Waukegan City Council member Sylvia Sims Bolton accused of mailing in a ballot on behalf of her mother after her mother died earlier this year. Sereni Reyes with the Lake County Clerk's Office says it's a rare case of voter fraud.
The safeguards and verification procedures in place within the election system worked exactly as intended. Our staff followed established protocols, identified the irregularity, and immediately coordinated with law enforcement to ensure that this matter was thoroughly investigated. So we're protecting the integrity of our elections, and that remains our highest priority.
Bolton currently serves as an alderperson for the city of Waukegan. The investigation did not uncover any facts linking the allegations to her city duties, and she's not charged with official misconduct. After federal prosecutors dismissed a case against the Broadview Six over allegations of misconduct, attorneys for a man accused in a COVID fraud scheme want the same for him.
Defense attorneys say they were not notified until Friday. The grand jury then indicted their client. Mahmoud Sami Khan was the same potentially tainted pool that brought charges against the Broadview Six. As first reported by the Sun-Times, Khan's attorneys claim the U.S. Attorney's Office likely knew for months about misconduct against a prosecutor in both cases. That prosecutor is not named in the filing, but the paper identifies her as Sherry Mecklenburg and says the office is reviewing other possibly tainted grand jury cases. Khan is accused of taking part in a scheme to submit more than $800 million in fake claims for government reimbursement for COVID testing. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 1059 WBBM.
It's 4:34. President Trump says the pivotal midterm elections are not on his mind as he deals with the war in Iran.
President Trump says November's midterm elections will not factor into his approach toward the Iran war. The war is politically unpopular for Republicans hoping to hold their slim majorities. After saying over the weekend a deal is largely negotiated, the president acknowledged at a cabinet meeting there's more to do with Iran.
They're negotiating on fumes.
And should not try to outweight him.
He's got the midterms. I don't care about the midterms.
He won't simply settle.
I didn't do this to get a crummy agreement.
With Pentagon Chief Pete Hegseth sitting alongside, the president says it has to be perfect. If not,
then the man on my left is going to finish him off.
Sagar Meghani, Washington.
Authorities now say a second person has died from injuries suffered after a chemical tank ruptured at a Washington state paper mill, raising the presumed death toll to 11. ABC's Alex Stone reports several victims remain missing.
In a new update from incident commanders, they say recovery efforts for the 9 missing were delayed because of safety concerns about the structural integrity of the damaged tank that ruptured. As bodies are recovered, they say they'll be transported to the Cowlitz County Coroner's Office for identification and notification of family members. Separately, a person who was transported from the scene on Tuesday has since died from their injuries.
The others, including a firefighter, were also injured in the incident. There's been no update on their conditions. A teenager accused of killing a family member will remain free for now.
Timothy Hudson, a teenager charged with killing his 18-year-old stepsister on a Carnival cruise ship, will remain free as the judge considers logistics of detaining Hudson closer to his family. Initially charged as a juvenile, Hudson was allowed to live with an uncle and be electronically monitored. An autopsy determined that Anna Kepner had been pinned down and violently raped. After the case moved to adult court, prosecutors wanted the 16-year-old in custody. Hudson now faces a possible life sentence if convicted of the adult charges. He has pleaded not guilty. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
We'll update traffic, weather, and low gas prices in the area coming up next. It's 4:36.
There you go. You got Flames still here, right? SubX.News. It's 4:36. May 27. There you go. You got a flame still going by a gas light there. But what I wanted to do is drive by here and I'll show you guys this, right? See that there? That's a road there. This is a wood road. It's wood. It's made out of wood. This whole road is. This is built in 1909. So what is that? It's 127 years old. This road is 127 years old, right? See that there? Look. It looks better than the roads made today. And this is wood. Wood gets rotten. Look at that. See that there? This is a wooden road. 127 years old wooden road. And it looks better than our roads that we pay billions of dollars. Right? You go on those cobblestone roads, they're good too, right? See that there? See the road there? Look at that. SubX.News bringing it to you. 127-year-old road there, wooden alley, right? Look at that, wooden alley, 1909. Look at that, it looks pretty good. There ain't no potholes there, is there? I ain't see none. Pretty wild, huh? Alright, and let's get out of here, right? That's enough of that shenanigans. The governor lives around here, everybody knows that, on Astor Street. Right? I think he lives right down the street. You want to see where the governor lives? And we'll go see where that shooting's at on Pulaski and Portland, right? Are we on Astor? I don't even know. Yeah, the governor's house is right here. I'll show you. You want to see where the governor lives? You ever see the governor? Or this is his second house. He's got the mansion, right? Yeah, the governor's, Pritzker's house is right here. This is the one where he pulled the toilets out. 127-year-old road made out of wood and no potholes. 4:35 p.m. May 27, 2026. Right here. I don't know. I think that's his house right here. See where it says no police vehicles right there? That's a police cop car right there, I think. That's a cop car right there. That there, dark one's a cop car right there. That's the governor's mansion right there. Right? That's a cop car right there, right? There's a guy sitting in a car right there. That's his house right there. Right? Let me just post this video real quick, right? Post. I'll post this video so I don't lose it, right? But yeah, that's the governor's. And then we're going to go up to Pulaski and Cortland. We're going to see what's going on up there, right? Ready to go? There we go. There, that's the governor's house right there. That's the governor's house. He's got a cop sitting in front of it, right? These guys got, that's a cop right there. See that there? They got cops sitting on there, right? Every one of these guys got cops. Think about this. Every one of these motherfuckers say what? Yeah, I'm gonna say that word. I don't care. Oh, it's safe. It's safe. Yet you're paying a guy $100,000 to $150,000 a year salary, sitting in a car, doing what? Because it's safe? Well, you know, they're politicians. And what? I'm a citizen. What did I just tell you of Judge Brandis? We're the ones that are important. They're not. They serve us. And if anybody needs to have a security guard, it's us, the citizens. If you have a security guard, then we should have a security guard. That's how it should be. That's the law we should pass. If you need to have a security guard, then every other citizen needs to have a security guard, because that means you failed as the government to keep us safe. Don't you think so? That's what Judge Brandis said. He's got a lot more better quotes. I'm going to get you some of these quotes. He's an old guy from that look again. I don't know when. It was Civil War time. I worked in this building here. I used to do construction work around here, man. All right, let's see. Famous Judge Brandis quotes. Judge Brandis, famous quotes. I like this one. Listen to this one. The greatest dangers to liberty lurk in the insidious encroachment by men of zeal, well-meaning but without understanding. See, now that's some good stuff there. You know what? Maybe we'll do famous quotes from Judge Brandis or something like that. I don't know what we're gonna do, right? Look at this. It's nice and quiet out here. See where the rich people are? There ain't no traffic. Pretty wild, ain't it? Now let's go to the Thunderdome. Let's keep moving. Right here's Clark Street. Why don't we take Clark up? How about we take Clark up to Cortland? How about we do that? Right? I like Clark Street. I used to hang out here. This is a cool spot at one time. I wanted to get you to the lawbreaker. Judge Brandis when the government becomes the lawbreaker. Quote. It's a very famous quote. This is it. Ready? This is a Supreme Court judge, and I'll tell you when he was the judge. He's a long time ago, 100 years, maybe 200 years ago, he was the judge, right? If the government becomes a lawbreaker, it breeds contempt for law. It invites every man to become a law unto himself. It invites anarchy. So when you have a guy talking about Giandera sauce or Giandera sauce, whatever stuff he's taking to the poll, right? While there's teenagers murdered at 7 o'clock in the morning going to school, you know, I got a message from somebody. So, I got a message from somebody that kid that got shot yesterday, I don't know his name yet, was a good kid. He wasn't a bad kid. That's what I got a message from somebody. Somebody that I would trust, right? So we're going to write about that a little later. But here's the thing that I want to say. We had a student, a Tilden student, one of our students, CPS student, that was murdered at 7:30 in the morning in a machine gun attack. That was a machine gun attack. It was machine gunning at 7:30 in the morning. Machine gunning. So think about this. At 7:30, someone was planning to machine gun somebody to death already. And I don't know if those guys shot back or what happened there. So we don't know the whole story there. But it was an ambush. And then the mayor comes out saying he's going to hold social media companies accountable for the damage that kids do at Teen Trends, where one Teen Trend ended up with what? 5 officers. Somebody tried to kill 5 Chicago police officers. And another Teen Trend on the south side. 3 teenagers were shot. So start to get this picture here. We have 3 teenagers shot, 5 officers. Somebody tried to kill them, and a teenager tried to kill the 5 officers. And then we have a person going to school or getting ready for school shot. Right? So in all different parts of the city. Now we're going to a different part. We're going to Pulaski and Portland, I think. That's what we're going to head to. We're going to go up there. We're doing different stuff. I told you. SubX.News is doing different things. Look at the roads. They're horrible, right? The guy's going to Rome. Right? So the idea here is this, is what Judge Brandes said, right? When the government is the criminal, when the government is the lawbreaker, when the government is the lazy person, when the government's the rip-off, the conners, the flim-flam man, the zigzagger, right? Then what does everybody else say? Oh, hell, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's the social media's fault that I was jumping on the car. See, if I didn't read Facebook or TikTok or Twitter, I wouldn't have jumped on the car. It's the social media. Imagine the conflication, right? He's conflating, right? He's putting two things that are not together. First he said it's the parents' fault, didn't he? Then now he's saying it's the social media's fault. So he's gonna try to blame Facebook or Twitter or TikTok for a kid jumping on that car, or somebody who just ran over 5 cops. That's what the mayor is saying. It's not the kid's fault. The kid who drove into the 5 cops and tried to kill him, it's not his fault. He read something on TikTok. Bizarre. That's the mayor we have. So the point I'm trying to make here is he's whatever, right? Is when the leader, that's the leader, and on top of it, this guy uses social media and promotes all this weird stuff. Says this, then what? Then the kid with the gun or the car or the crackhead or the meth head or the guy that's stealing $800 million in COVID funds says, yeah, it's not my fault. Yeah, I stole it, but it's not my fault. Like, what? Wait, you stole the money. You drove the car. You're doing the crack. You're harming old people. It's all together, right? There's a helicopter above me. I should listen to the radio, right? See what's going on. There's a helicopter above me.
Frequency mode.
But the idea is this, is that our leaders are our leaders. And I don't know, I didn't grow up during John F. K. time, JFK times. And I know somebody who was close to them. I have information about that, right? Someone was close to JFK as doing some work. And I've talked to them about that, who he was as a person. And whether he had affairs with girls and all this, that's another thing. But he exuded an idea of what? Idealism and making our country better. Does that sound familiar? Right? Didn't he say we're going to do something better? Who else says that? Old man, the 80-year-old Trump. What did he say? What did he just say on the TV or on the radio about the Iranian war? He goes, I don't care about the economy. I don't care about the midterm elections. I'm gonna finish these guys off because they're the terrorists. He doesn't even say about that he promised no wars. I agree. I don't appreciate that because he said no wars and now we're in the middle of war. But guess what? He ain't running again. See that? Oh man, it's all closed up around here. So he's not running for office again. But think about what he says. I'm gonna do this because this is what needs to be done. And he even said, I got this guy next to me, this war guy, Department of War guy, and he's gonna finish him off. Did you see they just blew up a couple more drug boats in the water? I don't know, you gonna go to court and say he killed a drug boat guy? I don't know, don't be a drug boat guy, right? But the point I'm trying to make here is he's a leader. Whether we agree with him or not, I don't like some of the things, like I said, I don't like that he's in a war. He said he ain't gonna go to war. Look, we're on Clark Street. Look at all these empty businesses. See that there? Other empty businesses there. You see that there? So the idea is what? A leader promotes what we should be doing. So when we got a guy that says, I'm going to take jardinera sauce to the Pope, while a child gets machine gunned to death on a city street.
We're doing another training guide in the main gap. Can we have an event number? 09466. 09466. Perfect, thank you.
1561 on City Line 1.
1561.
Can I get K9 and 15 for a money sniff? $5,058 USD.
Alright, and this is from that stop on Leamington, right?
$5,000 money slap on Leamington.
Head over to 15 for a money sniff.
West side.
512.
4754, thank you. 7383 Lincoln. 7383 Lincoln. Give that number.
So the idea is back to the Judge Brandis's quote. Leaders are leaders, whether we like it or not.
094.
And we have a leader now in the city that clearly shows that he doesn't care about our city. It's clear. Did he make a statement about the kid getting shot yesterday? I didn't see one. I see statements about Jardinera sauce. I see statements. I even see other crime chasers now repeating his statement that crime is down. I've seen that on another crime chaser page. I couldn't believe I seen that. A complete posting of what the mayor says on the morning of a child being shot. Imagine how corrupted of a brain you must have that a child gets shot at 7 a.m. Yeah, I'm going to talk about this. It's important. A kid going to school got shot. Whether he was doing whatever he was doing don't mean anything to me. 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Besides the machine gunning, right? Besides the criminality and shooting up cars and crashing cars and bullets and three crime scenes at 7 in the morning when people should be going to work, terrorizing the neighborhood, I'm going to focus on the child being killed, right? I'm going to focus on it because that's what I did, right? I was a high school teacher, and when I got into this crime stuff, that was 20-something years ago. My first article was in 2006, March 12th, with the Sun-Times. Violent spikes. They tried to kill a kid in Hyde Park High School. They tried to kill a kid inside the school. And the school did nothing about it. Nothing. I had to go all the way to the police department and all these guys, and I did something about it. I did something. You can read about that. I'll one day write you a book on what I did about it. So, we had a kid that was murdered yesterday in the morning. I'm going to figure out the kid's name. I don't know the kid's name yet. I don't want to say if I don't know it, right? When I know it and I learn his name, then I'll tell you his name, right? I've seen it, but I haven't confirmed it, so I don't like to say that. So we had a kid murdered yesterday in the morning. You got a guy talking about Jardinera and going to Rome. And then you got another guy, supposedly a crime chaser, talking about crime is down and it's the safest, what do you call it? The safest Memorial Weekend in history. Who said that? Who says that? That came out of the mayor's office. And it wasn't the safest. We had more shootings than last year. We had a 2-year-old that was shot with a gun. We had a 70-year-old that was murdered during a robbery. And that morning at 7 a.m., we had a kid that was murdered going to school. So it wasn't the safest weekend. It wasn't. And oh, did I forget? 5 cops. Somebody tried to kill him. And 3 teenagers were shot in Hyde Park. I don't know. Does that sound safe to anybody here? But yet we have people saying what the ruling class says. And now we have actually crime chasers saying that. So why here, I'll put it out here. Justin, why are you doing that, my brother? Did you sell out, bro? Did you sell out, my brother? Did you sell out? You were actually at the place. Your video is the one that's on the national news saying you've seen 5 cops flying in the air and then you dare to come on your page and then to say it's the safest weekend ever? You're out of your mind, my brother. Why would you say something like that, my brother? You endanger every citizen in the city. You're part of the crime then. You become part of the crime. You become part of the corrupted government. You become what Justice Brandon says. It breeds contempt for the law. And not only does it breed contempt and it creates anarchy, what is it? It says lying is okay. That's even worse. And we all get it. Politicians lie. People change their views and all this. But you actually witnessed a horrific event. 5 police officers. Somebody tried to kill them. You know what, I'm going to say this. That's never happened in Chicago. No one's ever tried to kill 5 police officers at one time. There's been places where police officers got killed. The Haymarket riot, I don't know how many got killed there, and I want to make sure. How many police officers were killed at Haymarket? The Haymarket affair, that was a riot. It was a labor riot, right? And it was a police killing, right? They threw a grenade, a stick of dynamite, right? There was 8 deaths. I don't have my AI is not working the best here, right? Everybody knows the Haymarket affair, right? It's nice they got the flyover here, right? We're going north on Clark.
Where is your last? 233 Granville. Alright, that's going to be 09558.
7 police officers were killed back then. And that was back in 1886. So 7 police officers died in one event in Chicago in 1886. And that was a fight, right? It was a bomb blast. Somebody threw a stick of dynamite in the middle of the fighting, right? They were fighting. There was a protest between labor and the police were there, and somebody threw a stick of dynamite.
88 Adam. It was going to be down for an hour on the blue line at...
But I've checked, and I've double checked, and I've triple checked. And I'm going to say this statement now. There's never been a case where somebody tried to kill 5 Chicago police officers at one time. You can say, oh, John, the Haymarket affair, that's bigger. 7 died. Well, that was a fight, and someone threw a stick of dynamite in there. We don't know who did it. People say it was the cops. People say it was the rioters. We don't know who did it to this day, right? A few guys got executed, right? Anarchists. Those were anarchists over there. So we don't know if it was the anarchists threw the stick of dynamite or the cops threw the stick of dynamite. There's reports of both sides, because then they did some things with policing after that and all that. It's like 9/11. After 9/11, what did they do? They put strict laws in, right? That's when we had to get searched before we get on the airplane. I want to finish up with this. There's been no case, documented case in recent history in the city of Chicago where somebody tried to kill 5 Chicago police officers at once in one event. There is not that documented case. None. No one has put them. I haven't seen it on the front page of the papers yet. Not one paper in the city of Chicago has actually stated that 5 cops, someone tried to murder them. Same weekend, same morning where a CPS student was killed in the morning. Right? Same weekend where a 2-year-old was killed when he found the gun. Same weekend where a 70-year-old was shot during a robbery. Same weekend where 3 teenagers were shot. And there was at least 3 other mass shootings throughout the city. So we're in a very dangerous area where a crime chaser will repeat what the mayor says verbatim without even questioning while being on a crime scene where he's seen what? The people trying to kill somebody. And that event never happened. That's what you got to be careful for. And then you got to say, why did he do it? But that's not my problem. So we're going to keep going. We're going to Cortland, I think. I think we passed Cortland.
Thomas Caleb Butler served in the Navy and police say was arrested. A motive remains unknown. In Washington state, recovery efforts continue for paper mill employees missing after a chemical tank rupture in Longview, just south of Olympia. Two others are confirmed dead. 9 are unaccounted for. Governor Bob Ferguson says families and the community are in shock.
We're bracing ourselves for this being the deadliest industrial tragedy in modern Washington state history. When you have a tragedy of that scale, the impacts on individuals, on families, and on communities is profound.
The cause remains under investigation. The CDC has sent an urgent request for its agency to recruit personnel to help screen travelers coming from Central Africa for symptoms of Ebola. Uganda has closed its border with the Democratic Republic of Congo. A Google employee has been arrested over Google bets on Polymarket using confidential search information, authorities say. You're listening.
Hi, I'm Jack Arnold from Arnold Electric.
There I am, jibber-jabbering about Judge Brandis. Wait, I didn't even check when Judge Brandis was Supreme Court Justice, like 200 years ago. Justice Brandis of the Supreme Court, when was he alive? He was alive from 1856 to 1941. So what, 100 years ago? So here I'm talking about it, and I'm supposed to be going to Pulaski and Cortland, and I just passed it all up. So that's what happens sometimes. You got different scenery though, right? It's just in the news.
Against extension cords. If the cat doesn't chew on them, they're perfectly safe.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
5:03, Wednesday, the 27th of May. Good afternoon. Thanks so much for joining us today. I'm Andy Dane, in for Lisa Fielding. Plenty of sunshine in Chicago, 82 degrees. We do have an air quality alert in effect through this evening, as well as a beach hazards statement. For tonight, clear to partly cloudy skies, breezy and a lot cooler out there, low 56 degrees. Nice day tomorrow, but not quite as toasty as days. Our high tomorrow just 72. Temperatures even lower near the lakefront. There is another warm-up on the way later in the week. We'll have all the details in the 5-day forecast coming up at 5:15. Our top local story here on News Radio
spot
WBBM.
right there.
Mayor Johnson says tougher laws alone will not stop a surge in those so-called teen takeover gatherings. WBBM political editor Jack Buckles reports he even called the level of violence over the holiday weekend intolerable.
This behavior is dangerous and reckless.
The mayor told reporters here that the city is committed to holding accountable people who broke the law over the Memorial Day weekend, including the 53 people arrested by Chicago police after Monday's gathering that started on 57th Street Beach and moved into Hyde Park. But he insists the answer to curbing those takeovers does not just lie with policing.
There were 15 arrests on Sunday. It did not stop the trend from happening on Monday.
But some aldermen say the surge in activity shows a need to crack down on, among other people, the parents of teens who take part in those gatherings.
There are laws that hold parents accountable.
And he says ultimately it'll take all adults to provide young people with alternatives. We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9, WBBM.
Hawthorne Racecourse, the last remaining horse racing track in the area, now accusing a state government official of stacking the deck against it.
In a court filing, Hawthorne accuses Agriculture Director Jerry Costello of steering state funds to the only other horse track in Illinois because his brother is their lobbyist.
Let's go to Pulaski.
The reports the allegation was made in a filing for Hawthorne's bankruptcy case. A lawyer for the 135-year-old track in Stickney claims since it filed Chapter 11 a few months ago, the Ag Department has sent more money from the Thoroughbred Fund to Fairmont Park in downstate Collinsville. The spokesperson for Director Costello declined to comment on the pending allegation. John Costello told paper he's represented the Horsemen's Association for years before his brother was appointed and called the claims defamatory. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
New video shows an incident this past winter in which Chicago police shot a suspected gunman of the city's far south side.
The Civilian Office of Police Accountability is sharing the sights, sounds, and frantic intensity of what happened the night of January 23rd.
Shot fired, police! Left! He went that way!
2 Chicago police officers shot and wounded 28-year-old Pierre Davis through a squad car windshield during an exchange of gunfire near 80th and Ingleside. Police say Davis had shot and seriously wounded a 22-year-old woman a block away just moments earlier.
You good? You good? I'm good. Give me a second.
Hey, 614, you idiot thing. What's that?
Omar, are you good? I'm good.
614, running copy. Are you
Stop. Hey, look for the gun. It's going to be somewhere on this block.
Davis was hospitalized and charged with several offenses, including attempted first-degree murder and aggravated assault against peace officers. Terry Keschner, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The Village of Antioch Police Department has arrested a 60-year-old resident after he allegedly attempted to hit his brother with a pickup truck. It all started yesterday afternoon in the parking lot near the former Piggly Wiggly location on Orchard Street. The victim reported his brother, George Stachura, tried striking him with a Dodge pickup truck, but he was able to get out of the way and was not hurt. Stachura now faces aggravated assault with a motor vehicle charges that carries a max sentence of 3 years in prison and up to $25,000 in fines. Well, the family of a Streamwood man who drowned last summer at Centennial Beach is now suing the Naperville Park District.
The lawsuit asserts there was willful and wanton neglect by the Park District in the death of 27-year-old Manuel Rosales, especially since there was a similar event previously during which a 13-year-old boy nearly drowned. Morales and friends had been swimming to a platform where the water is about 15 feet deep and murky. The suit says lifeguards waited 15 minutes to clear the former quarry of swimmers and conduct a search. The man's body was found about 40 minutes after he was reported missing. The executive
thinking about getting me that Dubai chocolate. What do you guys
in
think?
a statement to the Daily Herald, the police report confirms it was an unfortunate accident. Mike Krauser, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Dubai chocolates.
5:08, time now for traffic and weather together on the 8th.
We're going to get a Dubai chocolate. I never had one of those. That's what I feel like. I probably shouldn't. Oh man, that's $10. Damn, that's expensive. But hey, what's up, my brother? Why don't you give me one of these Dubai chocolates here?
Can I one of those US numbers for Clark and Lake, please?
Why don't you give me a medium? That's
medium.
Yeah.
Shake, anything else?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Try forward.
Yeah, it must be good because it's expensive. There you go. See that, guys? I'm gonna try that baby out. I seen the advertisement and I'm pulling up. See, advertising works, man. It does work. I seen a chocolate. I want a chocolate, and then I They got bananas there and everything. How much is a banana? Maybe I'll get one. I'll eat a banana with a milkshake, right? That's how life goes, right? Advertising works. How much are one of those bananas there? How much are one of those bananas there? $2? Whatever. I need one, so give me one. Whatever. Well, yeah. It is what it is. It cancels out the coffee, right? I seen your advertisement for that Dubai chocolate. I said, I'm gonna grab me one of them. I never had one, so I'm just saying, advertising works. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I like. It's $10. Have you had one yet? Let's see, man. It might jack me up. Alright, thank you. Even the counter ladies is a little expensive, but that's okay. We'll try things out, right? I got me a banana too. So.
It has been. Our high tomorrow, 72.
This is some radio calls. That's enough of my chit-chatting about
at the lakefront.
Whatever I'm chit-chatting. Here, Louis Brandis. That's the guy right there. I've been
Friday with sunshine, a high of 80.
Look him up.
Temperatures
He's got all kinds of crazy quotes.
Right now, mostly sunny skies, 82 degrees at O'Hare and Midway, 66
Good man.
along the lakefront.
He always believed in the people first. The people come before even the court, he said. The people even before the court. All right, man. Give me one of them straws. Is this shit gonna jack me up or what? You have one of those yet?
Those? No. I like the sauce in it though. There's like a pistachio sauce that's like really fancy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man. This knocks me out. You're gonna be. I was just saying. You know why I'm getting it? Because of your advertising. The advertising is really good on this.
Get rid of them in like 4 days too, so you got it at the right time.
The advertisement is really good on this one. Take it easy, my brother. All right, and let's listen to some radio calls before I get on. Here, that's what I'm drinking right there. Look at that. I don't know what that is. Look at this. That's a Dubai chocolate. Look at that. Oh man, that's great. Look at that. Oh, it's pistachio. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Ooh. Actually, really, it tastes really good. I'm going to tell you that. Oh, I think it's going to have a lot of caffeine in it. I think I'm going to be all hyper after this. I probably shouldn't drink it, but hey, it's too late now, ain't it? Am I in your way? Thank you. All right, let's get out of here, right? Let's go. Where are we going? Pulaski, right?
09722.
Yeah, we're like in a whole world of... You know what? I might go see something later on Lincoln Avenue.
7383 David.
We're going to listen to some radio calls. How about that? Right? Gotta switch this. So I got me a Dubai chocolate, right? Hey, look. So I drove by and I seen that. Dubai chocolate. See that? It's good advertising. It looks good. That's the only reason I bought that, because of advertising. That's it. So that whoever did that ad campaign did a good job. All right, let's listen to some radio calls, okay? Now shut my mouth. We're out somewhere on the north side. We're at Lincoln and Ravenswood, wherever we're at. This is Lincoln Avenue right in front of us. All right, this is some radio calls. If you see anything or you hear anything on the radio call, send it to me and I'll go see it. Holly told me about this one, so I'm going up here. I don't know what'll be up here. Hey, we're doing stuff differently. We travel around. We're at Addison, right? Oh man, it's good. I think it's pistachios. It's really good. Wow. Let me show you this. I hope it don't fall. There, that thing. Dubai chocolate milkshake. That's, oh my gosh. It's got a, I don't know if you guys ever had those Dubai chocolate cookies or whatever, but that's what it tastes like, but it's actually pretty good.
Flashing on the side of the building. Once they shift another mechanic with him, they park in the rear of the building.
The radio calls are bad today. All right, let's go back a little bit and see what's going on.
Number 8.
09-0190.
We're just gonna put on the live feed. It's too choppy today. It's too choppy. Maybe I'll try something else. It's too choppy. We'll try something else today. Happens sometimes. I'm eating a banana now, so I'm having a banana with a Dubai chocolate milkshake, whatever they call it. It's really good, by the way. I like it. I don't know if you like pistachios and a lot of chocolate. So.
Been down only on one side of
there we go. We got it clear.
40 minutes after a train passes, only one side of the gates go up.
Therefore, you can show me around. Do we have a maintainer around as well?
I'm on the phone with them right now.
10-4, thank you.
10-4, you're welcome.
Being held, 272 return.
We're listening to a scanner feed on YouTube right now. It's got all the scanner channels.
Returning on the air.
Even fire.
But 911, man, go ahead and start me OFI, please.
Message received OFI for Battalion 11.
You're 60.
3241, Jumper.
We're going to Cortland and Pulaski. We're a little
I'm
far
going to
off.
need one ambulance. And then when the truck gets here, I'll need them to help me get the injured victim out of the car.
So a car crash.
See Battalion 7, you do have ambulance 47. Ambulance 47 on the way. Also for police, you'll have the car 1633.
Message received 1633.
I don't know where. I can't go backwards in time on this. I'll try.
County code.
I'll try and let's see, but I don't think I can.
I'm just north of Irving Park.
So there's a car crash. Somebody's being pulled out of it. Let's see if we can get to that call here.
874.
874.
Bus number 8848.
09190.
25 units and 12 and on Cityway, getting one ticket of a person with a gun. 2334 West Jackson, 2334 West Jackson. Bell caller states male black hoodie, black ski mask, pulled out a gun on a resident and ran into apartment 209. Nothing further, 12 districts, all 3 states. It's clear.
And a return.
Truck 57 going in. Message received, like I said, 456. UFC have been notified. Family's going to stay with the body.
Message received.
I'm on I-80 now, post 146. On a blue vehicle, I'm not sure the brand. No 28, how much? Let's just send 1310 for it. Hi.
53. 7353.
Over 93 Howard, please.
Okay, that is 098040980.
I'm trying to get to the call where somebody's got to be pulled out of a car.
Ration. 254, if you go ahead. You got 240 information. Chicago, 2 Frank 21, all units will be clear patrol. 2 Frank 21, 10-4.
10-3.
And I would get on that station.
Portland, right?
2, Navy Pier, and the Chicago
Down for an hour on the blue line at California. Give me a number, please.
Man, it looks so different on these neighborhoods.
09568.
Hey, Navy Pier is 098100980. Chicago Lock, 098120980.
581, we got Steve and 1001. We're going to be in service returning all companies.
388.
Message received at Battalion 5.
7388.
Only down with Dad and then that same truck mission under the same as that place.
CPR now, 103 CPR.
CPR on somebody.
103 CPR in progress.
Wait, it's 09568. 09568. Oh, wait. Yeah, 09568. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
It's my furlough Friday.
All right, how did you guys transport? All right, ELS box, correct?
Adam. 7389 Adam.
8 Adam.
Ready when bad.
That same traffic is on me 23, but I'm over about 57 one time.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited.
So it's just going to be advised. Numbers not up there any longer.
Who else is coming in?
You make it a team one.
Ron Roscoe.
979.
Team 1 2 George.
Number 4.
North side of Chicago.
Chicago, County Independence. Chicago, Chicago.
09830, 09830.
Looks different up here, don't it?
Chicago Charles 212, secure tours, please. 12?
Gotta travel around. You see other parts of the city. Looks completely different than other parts that I go to, right? You gotta ask yourself, why does one city look so different in different places?
87, Adam.
3703.
10409836.
Doesn't solve the traffic problem, though.
Okay. 095 990
99, go ahead with your code.
Same traffic problems, right?
1511, let's go to 9916 back to Blue Isle.
3331.
Okay, we'll be down at the United Center. Make it a defense, please.
Chicago 3375, go ahead.
Okay. 09843. 09843.
So well-being check 290 West on Ogden.
326.
White Chevrolet.
Sergeant 25
This could be Riverview Park, wasn't it? It's an amusement park here in the old days. Now it's different.
For M23, it's a few units on his right shoulder. Stand by. You can secure me 30.
3440 Can you confirm, are you north or south?
This is going to be I-94 southbound, just south of Cottage Grove.
3440
Those are okay bike lanes there.
Okay, sir, thank you.
And they're kind of out of the way of the main road. Oh man, we're getting to them. Let's see what's over here. Oh, we go this way, right? Can we go this way? Or am I gonna go in a circle now? Oh, where am I? I've been here before, DePaul. That's the river, I think. Can I cross the river somewhere here? Or I gotta go back up to Addison, right? Yeah, it's beautiful. It's nice, isn't it?
Engine 19 for fuel.
Yeah, it looks like they got a skate park back there. Maybe I park and we go check out that skate park.
Right away, a truck, Carolina 23 on scene, 4445. We're facing southbound. We got a full showing. Switching up.
Females on car 513. That's the side of the location.
108 in the cell on the senior cell phone with smoke showing. We're getting a report of a washing machine in apartment 2W. Apartment 2W.
Yes, received.
Minus 5252.
78383 Eddie.
While we do this.
Lot 2's got the fire with 108.
78383 Eddie.
Battalion 10 main to the 10th Battalion.
Battalion 10.
Fire 4445 North Central will be direct.
73887. 73887, boy, go ahead.
Alright, and that'll be with truck 58 there. Battalion 11, main Battalion 11, your company is hovering a 94, tower 23, truck 57, Truck 58, Battalion 10 are going to take the RIT. Battalion 7 is going to be your safety. /5 272 and your EMS.
11 received.
Okay.
We at him.
6 number 6.
7383 at him.
6 on 3232 North Austin.
Okay. 453. Who's my written? Who's my standby? We're going to be using L7. L7 453. Ambulance 73 is lit, and then ambulance 20 will be standby.
Now let me show you this spot, right?
41 Travis Club.
So what do we say? We're doing things differently this time, right?
470 You hold me down under the sauce vent, please.
So the crime scene is going to be at the crime scene, right?
No, 34 second carry on. G George E Edward 85351. G George E Edward 85351.
What we're going to do is I'm going to go show you something. Go show you this cool skate park over here I just seen.
Try again, I didn't copy you. 733 Lincoln. Give that number for Clark and Division Red Light.
Let me show you this.
Alright, that's gonna give you 09903, 09903.
That's biodegradable, right? Alright, let's see what they got going on here, huh? There's kids here, we can't videotape kids, right? Yeah, it's public too. Check this out. So we're over here. Oh, what is that? Belmont, Addison's there, that's Ling Tech, that's Depot. Excuse me.
Right.
See this here, man? Check this out. See that there? Pretty cool, huh? SubX.News. Skate park here, right? See that there?
09915,
Pretty cool, huh? Gotta find these places all over. See, that's got a nice track there. See that there? Yesterday we had a singer in downtown. Today we got what? A nice skate park here, right? You don't need to go to Rome and Giordano sauce, right? You can come here and you got cool stuff here in the city. See that there? Bet you never knew we had this. Right there. Look at these cool benches somebody made. See that there? Huh? Right there. Look at that. That's a nice skate park there. See that there? Look at that. Somebody's building that one, right? They put the little things there. What they're doing is they're building the little ruts there, right? There's a bike path back there. I believe the river is back there, right? Maybe I'll go over there and take a look. I don't want to cross here somewhere where I'm going to get run over by one of these bicyclists. Did you see that? It's pretty cool here, right? I'll show you. There's a river back there. We got all kinds of cool spots in the city. A bird looks like killed or something, huh? Oh, that's cotton balls, huh?
09930,
Yeah, look. Pretty wild here, huh? Caution, bicyclists. See that there? See that guy jumping right there? See that there? Look. See that there? Look. Huh? Pretty wild there, huh? What's up, my brother?
How you doing?
Hi. SubX.News. I do live feeding of crime chasing, and then I sometimes see these spots. I said, man, people need to learn where the cool spots are in the city, right?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice spot.
Volunteers out here, so if you
Cool,
have any
cool.
questions-
John, SubX.News.
Thomas.
Cool spot. The river's over there, right? That's right. If I keep walking, right?
Do you know what this land used to be?
No, you want to say something on TV or not?
I don't care, but
Hey, I'm live feeding now. You want to introduce yourself?
no. But
All right.
from Western to the river,
Uh-huh.
from Belmont to Addison.
Huh?
I don't know, late early 1900s to 60s, something like that.
Riverview, right?
Riverview, yeah, biggest amusement park in the world for a while.
In the world? I didn't know it was in the world.
In like the 50s, I think, and we're like even bigger than Disney and places like that.
Uh-huh.
But so all the
I won't
dirt
put you
lines-
on. I'm just gonna go that way. Okay.
All the dirt lines are
Uh-huh.
named after like Comet and In and
Uh-huh.
Out, like the rides that used to be.
Oh,
in
really?
Riverview. We find if you go up north in the woods here a little
Uh-huh.
bit, it's a big concrete foundation.
Mhm.
Big round one, pretty sure was the foundation for the merry-go-round.
Oh, really?
You can see like remnants of the log ride and all
Oh,
sorts of
excellent. 'Cause
stuff
I know
out
I see
here,
all
yeah.
those videos of it. You know, the old reels.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
when
that's
we're
pretty
digging,
cool.
We're pulling up stuff out of here all the time when we're digging, building
That's
the drums.
fun. If somebody wants to help volunteer, how do they get a hold of you guys? You got a website or a Facebook or something?
Garden Dirt Jumps Chicago on Instagram.
Garden Dirt Jumps Chicago on Instagram. If you want to come out here and fool around here, bring your BMX bike, mountain bike, skateboard, and the skateboards or not.
Yep, all of it.
Come on out here and then plus them. How often?
No motors in the open normal park hours.
How often do you do the volunteer and digging stuff?
The last Saturday of every month is a dig day. We got a special thing going on this Saturday, so we're not doing it. But every other end of Saturday, most days we're out here.
Last Saturday in the month, come out if you want to find some artifacts. Thanks, my brother. I appreciate you, okay? There you go. You got something to do. If you like cool stuff like this, look at this cool stuff out there. See that there? See how cool it is out there? Thank you. There you go. See that there?
Alright, for Lakeshore Drive units at about 3300 South Lakeshore Drive southbound.
So there you go. If you want to volunteer, this is the old Riverview Park. The last Saturday of the month, they do digs, meaning they look for artifacts, and then they repair and they build out this park here. So this is Riverview. They do work here and they do it. So, and then, if you like fishing, watch for these joggers out here. You come out here. Check that out. Oh yeah, people live on the river up here, man. I told you it's different up on the north side. See that there? People live right on the river. See that there? They got boats there. This is the Chicago River. This is the North Branch. See that there? It's different. Come on up here and see how people live up here. And you can volunteer. You can bring your BMX. You can bring your skateboard. Bring your mountain bike. Do a little walking over here. This is along the river. So this is the old Riverview Park site. And as you heard, there's a group that actually digs. It's like archaeologists. They probably have different sites. I don't know if they have the designs or the plans. And then they find artifacts here, right? This is the Chicago River here. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. You want to see? It's a big park there. See that? Yeah, I gotta walk once in a while. See that? You gotta be careful though. Pretty cool, ain't it? There's more than crime in our city. And I'll say it one more time, you don't need to go to Rome to give Giordano sauce or whatever sauce. Why don't you organize some volunteer work? Why don't you do this on the south side? Why don't you do this on the west side? This is a free park. Imagine this. People volunteer to build a park for free. They're not asking for any money. They probably ask for some designation, right? To create the park, right? Some paperwork or whatever they did here. Yeah, I'll show you. go. See that? See that? See it, right? Pretty nice. You got logs here. So let me sit down here, right? See how beautiful it is up here? It's just land. The old Riverview Park. So they didn't need their money. They did whatever they did. And they're gone. And you can say, oh, bad capitalist, good capitalist, blah, 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 right? And you know our take on that, right? So instead of making excuses that it's polluted land, we don't have no money anymore, they left us, they took advantage of us, what do these people do? They roll up their sleeves. They don't cry and they don't complain. They don't whine. They don't. Did you hear that guy ask me for money? He says, I don't even want to be on TV. I don't even want to do anything like that. I don't need no fame. But if you want to come out and help us, come on out and help us. And it's for free. You can come here and use this park for free. Look at that. This is somebody's land that used to be. It's now being reclaimed. And it's now being reused by people that are using their time and their effort for free. They're not complaining. Guess what? We're going to a crime scene on Pulaski and Cortland. That's where we're heading to. It's right down the street from here. But guess what? You can have beauty here. See that here? Look. It's a beautiful park. The river is right there. Huh? Why don't we have our mayor doing this on the west side, where he lives? It's a lot of abandoned buildings and factories there.
Battery in progress, 945 West Wellington at the Brown Line. Female whites beating up a male black inside of a dark Nissan Rogue. License plate Robert Sam William 898 under the Brown Line. The details to follow. Zone 2 clear.
There you go. Assault at the Brown Line. You hear any assaults over here? I'm sure people get into conflicts up here. Same perfect neighborhood, right? Lane Tech is over there. But why is Giardinera sauce going to Rome? Why is Giardinera sauce going to Rome? Why isn't the mayor spending his time that we pay him to be our mayor, to pay him to be our leader? You can say, well, he's not my leader. Well, he's the mayor now, so he is our leader. So why aren't we telling him, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do something else? Why don't you make a rap concert? Why don't you make a teen trend area where kids can have teen trends and do whatever they want? It ain't gonna harm a tree. It ain't gonna harm the river. It ain't gonna harm the dirt. You can teen trend all you want here. Guess what's gonna happen here? Nothing. These trees are 100 years old. They survived the park. They survived Riverview Park, and they're still here. See that? That's a 100-year-old tree there. It's been here before the Riverview, right? Or during Riverview. See that?
Criminal trespass in progress at 2100 West 70th Street, 2100 West 70th Street. She complaint regarding a group of 10 male Hispanic and female Hispanic teens on the property. She has asked them to leave numerous times. They are just looking at her and will not leave. No weapons seen, no further. Zone 6 station clear.
Strange, isn't it? How come one group of people can do this? And you hear there's some kind of football game or game over there at the school. Again, this is just a park. Just trees and dirt. It isn't even nothing, but somebody made something out of it. Out of something that was abandoned. Something that once was the biggest amusement park in the United States, Riverview. The biggest amusement park in the world. It's gone. It's not here anymore. Okay, we can cry about it. We can blame. We can make an excuse. But this is what regular people do. Normal, working people that are not lazy, that don't have a criminal brain, that have the idea of creating, not destroying, not stealing, not thieving, and not begging. You didn't hear that man ask me for anything, did you? He said, come on out. You want to help out? If you want to. Want to be part of creating something? How many of these can we build across the city? Whether it's mountain biking, teen trend areas, Just how about a hangout area where you just can hang out? How many of us that grew up in Chicago had our own woods? I had my woods. Hobo Hills. We had woods on 28th Street, 31st Street, down there where I grew up in Spalding. Then I was down by 55th in St. Louis. There was woods out there. Now there's some houses there. This is an old woods hangout. We all grew up this way in the city. If you grew up in the city or on the tracks, why don't you give those spaces back to these young people? Why don't we have some more lounges and places where people can have a cigarette, drink some beer, maybe smoke some reefers if they want to. I'm not promoting that. I don't do that. But why don't we have those spaces? Right? Why don't we have the spaces? Because we're going to Rome for giardiniera sauce, right? That's why. We have leaders who are selfish. We have leaders who don't care about young people. They don't care about old people. They care about giardiniera sauce in Rome. And I'm going to keep repeating that. That's why we have a 17-year-old that was murdered yesterday morning, right? When people don't care, that's what happens. When people care, this is what you get. That's just a dirt hill. That ain't nothing there. That's a dirt hill. These are dirt hills. These are nothing special here. But it's somebody doing something, so they have something to do. That's all this is. It's something to do. Something to keep busy. Something to have fun. You can have an event here. You can have a party here. You can do whatever you want here. You're not going to hurt the dirt. You're not going to hurt the trees. But guess what? You can have some fun. Somebody intentionally made benches here. Look at these cool things. See that there? Look, I'm a little tired. I walked a lot. Somebody was thoughtful to make me a bench. I can sit down. Look at that. It's a beautiful bench. Ain't nobody bothering me. Have you seen anybody doing drugs, drinking, or boozing, or doping here? You don't see any of that. Why? Because this is a positive space. It's a place for young people, old people, adults, whatever you want, to come out here and do something fun. You want to work? You want to make a hill? You want to go fishing?
Auto theft in progress, 2804 East 77th Place. Caller said there were 3 male blacks trying to steal her black Nissan. Details to follow. 4th District.
And while I'm talking, you hear the crime going, nonstop. There's some kind of ladder over there. You see that there over there? Beautiful spot, right? Again, I said SubX.News is different. 2026 is a different year for us. We're going to show you something. This is not giardiniera sauce. This ain't politics here. This is people that want to create and build and do something that's what? Useful and meaningful. Without begging, without stealing, without making excuses, and without blaming people. You can argue that it's a landfill, it's polluted, the capitalists stole the land, and we have to do it ourselves, and the city don't do nothing to help us. Instead, what do? You roll up your sleeves, and you build something that's beautiful. See this? Look how beautiful it is.
We're going to have to wait for a supervisor and a bigger tow, so it might be a while.
See that? It's all built by hand, by people, me and you, regular people. There's a lot of places like this all over the city. You might not like graffiti, you might not like the skateboard scene or the BMX scene. But think about it, all the work that went to put in to build it. What did they ask for? No, that's a container over there. See that container there? Let's see. See the container box there?
389.
Let's see if it's got a door on the other side.
Sorry, give me a number for a stop here on the UIC Houses platform.
See the container? That's a container there. You have to bring it out here, right? Let's see if it's a storage. Or it's just a hill. See the container there? So guess what? This is how sophisticated these guys are. See that there? They got a container, they somehow got it out here. They put it here, they made a hill out of it. What's up, man? I'm showing people this cool spot here. It's really cool. I like that container there.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a container, and they made a hill out of it, and it's a storage unit. It's cool. Where's your skateboard at, bro? See that? So that's a container, and that's a hill. See that there? Pretty cool, huh?
So it's coming back to...
See that? It's all cool here. See that?
Von Murphy, born in 73.
See that there? Pretty cool there, huh? See that there? That is concrete. Somebody had to do this concrete here. See that there? And that's your hill there. See that? So that's a container. So someone took a container, somehow got it here, built that hill. Pretty cool there, huh? Alright, we're gonna have to get out this way, right? Remember, this is all built by hand, built by volunteers, built by people who said, you know what? Let's do something cool. We don't want to beg. We don't want to steal. We don't want to blame. We want to be accountable. We want to understand our consequences. And we want to have some deterrence. There you go. I don't know what that is there. Look at that. You got a cement mixer there. See that there? Pretty cool, huh? See that there? Cement mixer. Cool spot coming out here. In back of the Paul, and I think Lane Tech is over there. That's Belmont over there. Addison's up there. Let me get out of here. We're going to that crime scene, right? Nice, right? That's what we have in our city. Remember, this is the old Riverview Park. So this is an abandoned land, right? Let's go. Beautiful, isn't it? Imagine if we had a leader half as good as these guys out here. That's it. You know what? I want to fix something. I want to create something. I want to build something. I want something for people to use. Don't ask you for money. Don't raise your taxes. Doesn't go to Rome. Doesn't go to Rome to give Giordano sauce to the Pope for some whatever he's doing there. He's not even Catholic, which is the weird thing. But you gotta get where I'm going with that. I'm gonna keep repeating that. This is what the man should be doing. This is what the mayor should be doing. In every block, in every neighborhood, in every part of our city. That's what he should be doing. Fixing things, making things. And he don't need to do it by his hands, every one of them, but he can. But he should give, what? Agency to the people who want to do this. You want to have a business? Do it. You want to help out? Do it. You want to sell chicken soup on the lakefront? Do it. This is what you need. I'll help you get the license.
Show me clear from the top. Give me a number for UIC Holiday platform check.
Instead, we got excuses. Now the social media's fault that we have teen trends instead of the police allowing them to happen and not arresting people. Right? Here, I'm gonna be blunt. The police are responsible for every one of those teen trends. The police are, because they don't stop them. A trend is not a trend until people come. So as you see people coming, then you stop. So who let those things happen? The police let them happen. Who didn't search that guy in the hospital? The police. Why? Because they followed orders from somebody. Don't search people, right? Somebody gave them the order that says, yeah, don't bother the teens. Let them do their thing. And then we'll see what happens later. So what? The police allowed it. Roll up your sleeves. Do something good. Don't listen to those bad rules. Be a Chicagoan. Don't be a crony. Be a Chicagoan. Take agencies. Take authority of your destiny. Here, look at that place. This is the place right there along the river. See that there? Beautiful, isn't it?
Engine 89, Bravo C, 6468, Norfolk Cross, with the appropriate vehicle status.
You see any dopers in there? You see any dopers in there? You see any bangers? And I'm sure gangs go in there at night and stuff. I'm sure they do. But you didn't see none right now, did you? Kind of strange, ain't it? How different parts of the city treat themselves? They treat themselves. What's the difference between this and 32 West Flournoy? Nothing. There ain't nothing different. Some people allow things and some people don't.
I've been released by Battalion 11 and 773 is still standing by.
It's 5:50 p.m. There's more traffic here than in downtown.
Are you waiting for one patient? Truck 38 getting 2 refusals on the other 2 cars. We'll be here in another couple minutes. Speed 1633 is on the scene.
I smell weed out here too. It's still on the highway. There's a bad accident somewhere.
Okay, man. I'm in service from Central. Keep me on the air, please.
We're going to a crime scene where a lady got shot. That's where we're heading to. Going to Pulaski and Corbin. Maybe we'll make it down there. I don't know. We'll see. It's nice up here, ain't it? There should be a good chicken joint right over here on the corner there. Right there. I'll show you. Oh, there they say a good chicken there. $1.99 or $2.99 for 3 pieces or 2 pieces of chicken. Really a good spot. Told you we're gonna do things differently on this page. And yeah, we might sell stuff, but we won't sell out. There's a difference between selling what you own and selling out. That's all I gotta say.
46 minutes.
Got 10208.
King.
83 King.
Hey, a number for red line. Chicago State, please. 101 or 101.
It's like a car accident over there.
10217, 102.
Marquette and Rockwell for the accident.
83 John.
Red line Grant.
Marquette and Rockwell, Bridger 101.
10225, 10225.
$1,660.
Accident fender bender, huh?
Head for 116. Rubbish 6158. 6158 South Ashland for 116 for the rubbish.
Rubbish fire
That's right.
on Ashland.
So a green Kia and a tan Jeep. Green Kia and a tan Jeep. One of them is a off-duty Tinley Park PD officer. They're going to try to relocate to the 127th exit ramp.
Highway accident.
County.
Go ahead.
17 County. 1041, area 1, ID number 9640. I'll be 10-8 on a train riding detail starting out of Aurora. 91 the county. You can show me 23.
So far.
Check Howard, please.
10238. 10238.
Just confirm the two vehicle gates are not going down.
We're going to a crime scene.
Morning. Today was
46, 240.
Attach myself 3303 and shows a route to 125 Bernice Drive. 125 Bernice Drive, Bentonville, Illinois.
Almost 6 o'clock, so we're listening to 6 o'clock news. All right. Let's listen if they got any of the crashes on there. Right? We're going to Pulaski, by the way, I think. That's where we're heading to. Trying to.
And looks ahead.
And President Trump says he feels no urgency to end the ongoing conflict with Iran. The latest next from ABC. Sports, the Sox host the Twins. Cubs look to break their losing streak in Pittsburgh. In business,
record highs across the board on Wall Street on hopes for a peace deal with Iran. The Dow today up 183 points, the Nasdaq up 19, the S&P adding 1. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
Clear to partly cloudy skies, breezy, cooler tonight, the low 56, high tomorrow to 72 degrees. 82 now in Chicago. ABC is next at 6 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. President Trump meeting with his cabinet today, making it clear he feels no urgency to end the war with Iran, saying Iran wants very much to make a deal, but he's not satisfied with what the Iranians are offering.
The primary urgency is that we can't let Iran have a nuclear weapon. But at the same time, we have a tremendous amount of oil. gas, coal. We have tremendous amounts of energy. We're blessed with something very special.
The recovery for victims in the deadly factory accident in Washington state continues. 9 people remain unaccounted for after a massive chemical tank holding a highly corrosive liquid imploded and collapsed Tuesday. Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson.
We're bracing ourselves for this being the deadliest industrial tragedy in modern Washington state history.
2 people are confirmed dead. The former personal assistant to Friend star Matthew Perry is the 5th and final defendant involved in Perry's 2023 death to learn his prison sentence.
Outside of court, an attorney for Kenneth Iwamasa said Iwamasa regrets not telling Matthew Perry no when Perry told him to repeatedly inject him with ketamine, including the fatal dose the day Perry died in 2023.
Timmy will regret the lack of action for the rest of his life.
While prosecutors say Iwamasa was an enabler and a drug supplier, his attorney said Iwamasa could not say no to his boss. The federal judge giving Iwamasa 3 years and 5 months in federal prison for his role in Perry's death. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Why don't we do that in
A
Chicago?
new court filing revealing the Trump administration has sent out more than $20 billion in tariff refunds so far.
The new filing notes $85 billion in refunds have been accepted so far, and the $20.6 billion represents money reimbursed importers who filed for refunds on the government's online portal. It's unlikely most companies will give money directly back to shoppers.
ABC's Chuck Sievertson. Wall Street, the Dow gained 182 points today. You're listening to ABC News.
We are here with Mike Kagelis, co-founder of Big City Optical.
They hear that. As the last defendant. These guys were giving this guy drugs, and they're now guilty, right? Have we ever heard of a case like that in Chicago where the drug dealer gets convicted? How many days, how many times did I show you guys dealing drugs, getting drugs? Somebody's giving them drugs. No one's doing nothing about it. Because they don't care. My wife and me have this idea that it's self-genocide. That the liberal class in our society is not the caring class. It's not the social justice class. It's the death cult. It's the one that says, if you don't comply, you're not one of us. If you don't listen to us, you're not one of us. If you say the wrong thing, we're going to take your job from you. If you videotape a crime scene, we're going to arrest you. That's them. I was thinking about it today. And I said to myself, I've been thinking, and Trump says a lot about the fake news and bans them from the Pentagon and does all these crazy things, right? But think about this. For all the things that Trump does, he'll say the fake news or the fake New York Times, and the next day he's on the New York Times giving an interview. But have you ever seen him actually harming a reporter? Maybe he said some nasty things. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I need to look up something. But the more damage that I see that comes towards free speech and religion, the press, is from the liberals. It's more and more that I see. Maybe it's because I get older, and maybe because I do more reporting now full time. It's like, wow, the people who really harm free speech aren't the ones they say the MAGAs, right? The MAGAs are bad. The conservatives are bad. I start seeing these people who call themselves the liberals, the social democrats, the social justice warriors, the people who are woke. If you're woke, then you should listen to the other person, aren't you? Isn't that how that works? Wokeness is what? I'm woke and I'm listening. That comes from Buddha, right? I'm awakened. That's a Buddhism term, woke. They stole it, right? When that whole philosophy is what? Well, I'm listening now. I'm paying attention, right? That's what that means. Woke. That's what really it means. All right, let's see what's on the radio calls here, huh? Because that's 6 o'clock, right?
Before they happen, last week's surge of activity has sparked new calls from City Council for additional tools to punish parents whose children are involved.
There are already laws in the books that do that.
Should they be changed?
I mean, that's a legislative question.
He did not advocate for any specific change, nor would he comment on the concept of tougher punishment, saying it would be irresponsible to do so without seeing an actual proposal. We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9
So he said no.
WBBM.
A Chicago Public Schools high school student is going from ICE detention to graduation.
I just dropped Ricardo off at his high school at Mather. Oh my gosh, he was a little kid. He was jumping out of the seats as I was driving him. He was so excited.
Christy Morrow is a family friend of Ricardo Hernandez Navarrete, an 18-year-old Mather High School student who, along with his mother, has now been released from ICE custody. Ricardo is free just in time for graduation Thursday night.
Yeah, he will walk. His name will be called. He is going to get his diploma.
And Ricardo and his mother, Liliana, who are originally from Colombia, are still trying to be granted asylum. And their hope is to, obviously, is to stay here in Chicago, stay in this country for the rest of their lives.
Yes, their intent is to never leave Chicago. They love it here.
Terry Keshner, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Attorneys for a man charged in a COVID fraud scheme with a former Loretto Hospital executive are now pushing for the case to be dismissed. The lawyers are citing the outcome of the Broadview 6 case and its alleged misconduct by a prosecutor.
Defense attorneys for Mahmoud Sami Khan claim the same federal prosecutor in the Broadview 6 case committed, quote, flagrant and pervasive misconduct in the grand jury. As first reported by the Sun-Times, lawyers for Khan, who once worked for ex-Loretto CFO Anosh Ahmed, said the indictment against him should be thrown out over misconduct by the U.S. Attorney's Office during the grand jury that also returned an indictment in the Broadview case. The filing did not identify the former prosecutor, but the paper says it is Sherry Mecklenburg. She was terminated from her post on the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee recently. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
And the village of Huntley is considering an ordinance regarding beekeeping. Larry Kringle teaches beekeeping at McHenry County College and has been advising Huntley village officials. He tells WBBM bees are endlessly fascinating.
Mankind has lots of things to learn from the bees, and one is that they're able to find a source for either pollen or nectar or water, and then go back to the colony, and then by dancing they will tell their sisters how to find it again.
One concern Huntley officials have is bees congregating near sources of water, so beekeepers in that community will likely have to have water near beehives to keep bees from wandering away. And we are approaching 6:08. That means traffic and weather together on the 8th.
You gonna listen to traffic or what?
Be Ryan to tell us more.
Well, Glenn, right now on the inbound side of the Edens, Lake Hook to the Kennedy Junction, it is a travel time of 43 ugly minutes. It's heavy. From the spur to Skokie, Dempster to the Junction, outbound 17, slow passing Chewy. The Eden Spur's okay. Kennedy outbound 17 to Montrose, 30 out to the airport. Heavy Jane Byrne interchange to Ohio. Lawrence to Harlem, inbound stop and go Cumberland, past that Wintrust, Maryland North Avenue. Over to the Jane Byrne interchange, an hour and 8. O'Hare into downtown, you're looking at 35. Coming in from the Edens Junction. So far, if you're on the outbound side of the Eisenhower, 23 to Manheim, 45 to I-90. It is heavy from Sacramento to Harlem, Higgins to I-90. Inbound an hour and 12, I-90 in. Heavy from York to 294 in spots from Manheim to Harlem, 47. Coming in from Manheim, Stevenson outbound. 32 to get to 294, 42 to 355. Heavy past the Ryan to Pulaski, 83 to Cass. And then southbound I-55 in Will County, heavy 355 to Joliet Road. Northbound, that is clear if you're on the inbound side of the Stevenson. 50, 355 in, 34 coming in from 294, 13 coming in from Cicero. Dan Ryan out 23, inbound 18. I-57 outbound, 23-minute ride, 17
Cortland's
inbound.
at one block down.
On the outbound Ford, a 15-minute ride inbound. DuSable Lakeshore Drive, stop and go northbound. Randolph to Chicago in spots north to Belmont. And southbound heavy spots, LaSalle to Bellevue, 53rd to Hayes, Tri-State South. It's tight on 294 from the Bensonville Bridge to Ogden. Stevenson to 95th, I-80 past Halstead. Northbound slows Cermak to 290. Irving Park to Balmoral. If you're in Northwest Indiana, 8094 westbound slows Indiana Toll Road to Ripley. Earlier crash. Slow from Burr to Kennedy Avenue. Next report, 618 from the Metro Traffic Center, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Thanks a lot, Abby. And tonight we're going to see lows at a 56. Tomorrow, though, we'll see a high of 72, but it's going to be in the mid-60s by the lake with a low of 52 degrees tomorrow night. It's currently 81 degrees at O'Hare. We're looking at 80 at the Midway, and along the lakefront, 65 degrees. Time now is 6:10. And thousands of kids and adults with intellectual disabilities gathered at Mackey Daly Park today for the city's first ever All-Star Fest. WBBM's Carolina Garibay has more.
Cheers and words of encouragement could be heard all throughout Maggie Daley Park at the Chicago Park District's first ever All-Star Fest.
I climbed through and it went down the slide so fast. It was fun.
15-year-old Angelo was one of 4,000 people enjoying the fest, which celebrates children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities and invites them to participate in all sorts of activities.
There's so many individuals in Chicago that, live with the challenges of living with a disability. There's so much that these guys can do, and just kind of giving them the opportunities to do it is what they show that they can do all year long.
Eileen Ganan with the Park District came up with the idea for the fest. She says the goal is to make these activities more accessible so that everyone can enjoy them.
I hope they just walk away excited that they had a great day and proud of themselves that they can do so much and they have so many people out there that are rooting for them. So hopefully a day of celebrating them makes it special for them.
Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Our city is big. It has different things going on, right? Let's go down this way, right? I gotta throw out this jug I got here. There, I finished that Dubai chocolate thing. There you go, man. That was actually pretty good. I'm not that hyper, actually. I thought it would hype me up like a espresso or something. I'm not hyped up. A little full because it was big. I would get a small. I wouldn't get a medium. If you want to try one, get a medium, but it's $10. It's expensive, and I would share it. But remember, it's got pistachios in it. So if you don't like pistachios, don't get it. It's okay. I liked it. I thought it would be more creamy as a milkshake, but it isn't. The milkshake was a little watery. Otherwise, the flavor is excellent. All right, so 40. 18, right? So that's done. So Holly gave us the tip. 2 hours later, we're up here. 4018. So this is 43. Also, it has to be down there.
And here to tell us more is meteorologist Carrie Schwindenhammer.
Well, as we head into the
we must have passed it. So we're going to a female 37 shot twice in the chest, graze wound in the neck. She's shot 3 times. Yeah, 4018. It's right here somewhere. Let's see. Do we see any bullet holes there?
If for some reason it holds together, we may.
They don't have no cops on scene anymore, so it's not a homicide. If it was a homicide, they'd be on scene.
Down to 56 degrees.
Unless they pulled the.
Tomorrow. Mostly sunny, breezy, and pleasant, though cooler than today. The high 72 in the mid-60s by the lake. Mainly clear and even cooler tomorrow night, low 52. Plenty of sunshine with a warmer afternoon.
I don't see no bullet holes in these cars here, Holly.
Pleasant weather for
hey, what's up, brother?
Sunshine and some clouds.
Nice bike, bro!
But 60s at the lakefront. Right now we have 81 and mainly clear at O'Hare. Wind northeast at 10 miles an hour. Humidity 37%.
So this is 4018. Right there. This is the address.
56 on AccuWeather. Meteorologist Carrie Schwindenhammer.
We're here. I guess they must have cleaned up the scene. They're pretty fast nowadays, right?
And here is Chris and Glenn. Good evening. The Cubs are looking to snap their losing streak, and they're out to an early lead in Pittsburgh.
So they cleaned up the crime scene, Holly. Sorry about it.
A rally in the second brought one more home.
Again, we're on the scene of a
3-0 lead. The White Sox and Twins play game 3.
Take a picture just to show that we're here.
6:40 start on the south side. David Sandelin makes his major league debut, meeting with Connor Prelip in that pitching matchup. In soccer, the Chicago Stars underwent a shakeup earlier today. Here's Rick Gregg with more.
This is a fascinating statement from team president Karen Lietzau.
We need to be spending more of our time focusing on the sporting organization in a way I don't think that we thought we needed to. With the growth of the league has just really taken off in a way that I think surprised us when we first invested in the club.
Prices, expectations, ability, all have gone up since a group led by Laura Ricketts bought the Stars in September of 2023. The team's record has steadily gone down. So, Lietzau has fired general manager Richard Foys and is looking for a veteran to replace him and stabilize the soccer side of the organization while she handles the business. Rick Gregg, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
On the ice, the Canadians hosted.
It's not like we were just up on the north by Addison. It's a different neighborhood here.
The Golden Knights advance on to the Stanley Cup final by finishing off the sweep last night. In the NBA, Game 6 between the Spurs and Thunder is tomorrow night in San Antonio. OKC has a 3-2 series lead.
All cleaned up over here, not even a car.
Sweeping away the Cavs. And Dodgers prospect Kendall George suffered a freak injury during last night's game for the Tulsa Drillers. It happened as George crossed home
40-18 West
Arkansas Naturals. He was forced to leap over the bat dog to avoid a collision. George landed awkwardly on his left leg and is believed to have suffered a serious knee injury. The Tulsa Drillers said they are suspending their bat dog program effective immediately. With sports at 16-46, I'm Chris Emma, 104.3 The Score for News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Thanks a lot, Chris. And at 6:18, traffic and weather together on the 8s is sponsored by the ChicagoDogs.com. And here to tell us about a crash on I-57 is Abby Ryan.
Well, right now, Glenn, if you're on I-57, watch out for this crash.
Thanks, Holly. Thanks for the tip.
From the Dan Ryan to 111. 28-minute ride to I-80. Double D, the tipster today. Thank you for calling our Double D BBM. Mercedes-Benz of Hoffman Estates traffic tip line 855-780 Road. We always appreciate your phone calls, bud. So far, the inbound side of the Edens, 38. It is heavy from Tower to Skokie, past Dempster to the Junction. Outbound clear. Kennedy outbound 17 to Montrose, 30 out to the airport. Inbound an hour and 8. O'Hare to downtown 35 coming in from the Edens Junction. Eisenhower out 23 to Manheim.
The best Pizzoli in Chicago is right down the street here. Alright, let's get some radio calls going. We don't want to hear me talking all the time, right? Best Pizzoli right here. Chickpeas right there. Right there. That place right there, you can't get any better than that. Right there.
Some community members have questions. We'll have much more on this story coming up at 6:31. But before that, here's your real estate news.
When you're selling your home, showings and open houses play an important role in attracting buyers. Knowing what to expect can help you feel prepared and confident. I'm Matt Silver on Real Estate. Preparation starts with presentation. Before a showing, take time to declutter, clean thoroughly, and make sure lighting is bright and welcoming. Simple touches like fresh towels, cleared countertops, and neatly arranged furniture can help buyers focus on the space itself. It's also important to think about safety. Remove or secure valuables,
people living out here on
medications, and personal documents before
grass area
visitors
there.
arrive. Your realtor will help manage access and guide buyers through the home professionally. Finally, be prepared for showings to happen on short notice. Keeping your home tidy and ready to step out briefly can make it easier to accommodate interested buyers. A realtor will help you prepare your home and set clear expectations so you're ready for every opportunity. I'm Matt Silver with the Chicago Association of Realtors on News Radio 105.9 WBBM. You've been thinking about it. I know you have. Every day when you get home from work, you pull into that garage, you notice the pits, the cracks, the oil stains, and you wonder if calling Comer & Cross is really worth it. It is. Cisco Cotto here. I love my new Comer & Cross garage floor. It is transformed, and if you call now, Comer & Cross is going to give you 50% off installation. Yeah, you heard that right. 50% off installation. If you call now, 800 new floor. Comer & Cross transforms your garage with a gleaming new garage floor, and they even transform concrete patios. You will love your garage floor just as much as I love mine. Comer & Cross. Just one day, they even moved the stuff out of the garage floor. No more ugly garage floors, and it's guaranteed not to chip, crack, or show tire lick like epoxy or paint. Get on the schedule today. 800 new floor.
See how the neighborhoods change?
C-O-M-E-R. Comer Cross.
And you noticed it, right? Let's put on some radio.
Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Every year, sudden unexpected infant death claims the lives of 3,600 babies, and it can happen in an instant.
And it's just like face down. I feel like so helpless in that moment.
Soft mattresses, pillows, blankets, and stuffed animals can cause sudden unexpected infant death. The safest place for your baby is in a crib with nothing but a firm, flat mattress. For more about how to create a safe sleep
Adults doing
environment for
drugs
your
in the
baby,
parks here.
visit firstkindle.org/safe sleep.
It's now time for the Bloomberg Business Minute. Here is Tom Busby.
Dope spot. It's a dope spot here.
Surging prices for jet fuel and sharply higher airfares, American Airlines says it continues to see strong demand for travel, both domestic and international, and it expects to make the same level of profit this year as it did last year before the war in Iran began. Now on Wall Street, all-time closing highs today for the Dow, the Nasdaq, and the S&P 500, Jasper Airlines. Washington about terms of a peace deal between the U.S. and Iran, and who will control the Strait of Hormuz. Despite all that, the Dow today rose 183 points. The Nasdaq was up 18, the S&P added 1. Oil was down 5% to under $89 a barrel.
The oil is dropping.
Sooner than you think. The head of NASA.
That's what Trump said, right?
95.4.
Now, person with
Operator for Clark Lake.
but they said that Adonis has a Glock and a ARP gun. Say he's with a dog at the park. Number something. Unit for 19 citywide.
See the difference in neighborhoods?
Pistol and male, black dreadlocks, thin, dark clothing, has a big backpack, actively shoplifting. Not to purchase on 922 on citywide too. Order ET.
See the difference? Really quick, isn't it?
Investigation, Detective Turner, Bash 20702, requested on ET.
See how fast the neighborhoods change in Chicago?
4. Okay. You notified the ME office as well? 4. Perfect.
Alright, so somebody's dead. We gotta figure out who's dead. Somebody just died.
735 units and 7 citywide getting criminal trespass in progress at 2100 West 70th Street, 2100 West 70th Street. See complaint regarding a group of 10 male Hispanic and female Hispanic teens on the property. She has asked them to leave numerous times. They are just looking at her and will not leave. No weapons seen, no further. Zone 6 station clear. 3 Henry. 133 Henry.
Smells like weed out here.
Our service for vehicles 7294.
Doing dope in that park
in the first district south parking lot is completely good. That's actually on. Citywide 3, D3 on your radio.
We were here for a murder before.
Citywide auto theft in progress, 2804 East 77th Place. Caller said there were 3 male blacks trying to steal her black Nissan. Details to follow. 4th District.
6412 boy.
6412 boy.
Yeah, can you just give me an event number for the execution of the search warrant?
10-4. We'll go with 10104 at 1745 1745.
More housing, right? See, there's more housing there, right?
Thank you.
627. 52726. This is
Units 112, a person with a gun, 450, been placed in the dog park.
1023 South Pulaski. Look at that. The mayor keeps saying we got a housing problem. Man, ain't no housing problem, a shortage. Look at that. You can fit 20, 30 families in that house. Look at that. That's a nice building there. Look at that. It's a beautiful building. Even it's got a courtyard there. Look, got a flat roof. You can put a garden on there. Solar panels. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with that building. How come the mayor keeps saying we got a housing shortage? Oh, maybe because it's a black neighborhood? Yeah, maybe. 627. 52720.
Your transport report completed.
Why does Mr. Mayor Giordana Sauce keep saying we got a housing shortage? We're over here on North Pulaski Avenue, and it's a nice building here. Is it because a bunch of black people live here? 6:25 p.m. May 27, 2026. Giordana sauce. How do you say that? I don't even know how to say that crazy word, Giordana sauce. What is it? Girandera sauce. Girandera sauce.
Make your removal request time 18, 28 hours. I'm going to notify them after I finish up with you. They have 75 minutes to respond as, like when I notified them, not the time that I gave you, okay? So let your zone know when they arrive, and we execute them on scene until the body has been loaded into the removal vehicle. That's fine? Okay. 1504 West Van Buren. You have a good day and stay safe. Thank you.
We just missed that again, right? What was that? There was a dead body there. And now my internet just jumped again. That's spooks. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
10478, next to no train commit.
6374, Roosevelt, Laughlin, bus number 4012.
10482. 10482.
385 Ida.
7385 Ida.
First 35th.
10491. 10491.
7385 Charlie.
85 Charlie.
That number for Plant Force track 87th and a red line.
1049. 0496. I'm telling my discount to the west, you're going to press the there's a garage on the bridge.
George
83 north.
Well, can I get a number for State Clark and Lake?
10553. 10553. Sorry, 10553. 10553.
Can you show me at the 35th Street rail line, please?
Sure, it's going to be 10566. 10566.
I'd like to get into that place and do some off-roading.
Jonathan and I just going to see the West Indiana person with a gun at person in Princeton. 30 to 40 males outside with guns. Nothing further. It's all 13 to 6.
There you go. Outside with guns. It's a lot of people with guns, ain't it? Where at?
Can you show me at the 35th Street rail line, please?
Sure, it's going to be 10566. 10566.
Where'd she say? Princeton?
Half-Five Boy.
95 Boy.
1 low. Operator for Clark and Lake.
10579. 10579.
389.
389.
Show me with Adam, 7389 Adam, riding from Halsted to Clinton, car number 7248.
10601. 10601.
87-4.
7387 boy.
Roosevelt, Blue Island, 4004.
10620. 10620.
85 Frank.
85 Frank.
Get a number over here at Gronville in the red line, please.
10625. 10625.
85 Eddie.
85 out of you.
That number for 69 in the red line. Okay.
10632. 10632.
3213. That's the bus off the drive. If you want to give 15 disregard so you can stay up north, I'll check on that other bus you met at like 1250th.
Yeah, it's 5,000 South Lakeshore Drive in the northbound lane.
Alright, I'm gonna head over there right now.
Alright, for 15, you can take a disregard. 13's gonna head over there.
Adam.
83 Adam.
Take that number for 1 on 6-6.
83 Adam, I'm sorry, where is your line?
6-6.
Alright, it's gonna be 10655. 10655. Enjoy.
5-4.
475.
There is positive. Can I get a special attention 15 district?
Okay, where it's 0610660. Jonathan and I just gonna see the West Indiana person with the gun at person in Princeton. 30 to
miles at 35, please.
10727. 10727.
Oh, I'm just fooling around.
boy.
95 boy.
One for upper and low. Upper for Clark Lake.
10579. 10579.
389.
389.
Show me with Adam.
I'm just fooling around.
10601. 10601. 7387 boy.
Roosevelt, Blue Island, 4004.
10620. 10620.
85 Frank.
85 Frank.
Get a number over there at Gronfield in the red line.
10625. 10625.
85 Eddie.
85 out of you.
The bed number for 69 in the red line. Upper.
10632. 10632.
3213. That's the bus off the drive. And if you want to give 15 in disregard so you can stay up north, I'll check on that other bus you had at like 1250th.
Yeah, it's 5,000 south Lakeshore Drive in the northbound lane.
Alright, I'm gonna head over there right now.
Alright, for 15, you can take a disregard. 13's gonna head over there.
Thank you. 83 Adam.
83 Adam.
Take that message for 1 on 6, please.
83 Adam, I'm sorry, where is your line?
For the units on the 3rd District of the Citywide, getting a death in progress behind the BP gas station at 63rd and LaSalle. That's 150 west on 63rd. Female caller advised that there's 5 male Hispanics trying to steal from a freight train. Description of 2. One's got a black hoodie on.
3213.
Where? 63rd and what?
83 Adam.
Take that message for 1 on 6, please.
83 Adam, I'm sorry, where is your line?
A lot of nails there you gotta watch out. Oh, man.
Alright, it's gonna be 10655. 10655. Enjoy.
54.
475.
There was positive. Can I get a special attention 50 District?
Let's get out.
Okay.
Where was the train robbery at?
10660.
Jonathan and I just gonna see what we're gonna put with the gun at President Princeton. 30 to 40 males outside with guns.
Charlie. Number for a mezzanine check, 87th and red light.
83 Lincoln.
What was the train robbery? 63rd and something, right?
10705. 10705. 85 Ida.
Yep.
For the units in the 3rd District of the Citywide, getting a definite progress behind the BP gas station at 63rd from the south. It's 150 west on 63rd.
Try again. 2.
Where?
922. Body removal.
For the units in the 3rd District of the Citywide, getting a definite progress behind the BP gas station at 63rd from the south. It's 150 west on 63rd.
The E-Tech's on scene. Is he finished? ET and detective, they're finished.
63rd and LaSalle stealing from the trains, right?
Thank you.
Stealing from the train, 63rd and LaSalle behind the BP. Is there a train behind there? Let's double check that, right? That's what it sounded like, right? We're way out of there. We ain't going all the way there. That's happening actually now. That's current. Stealing off the trains.
Nancy, so let me get your last name. Is Star. 3109. Confirm your ID number for me again, please. 271-467. And you're deceased. Is this Morales? Can I hide and wait for him? It's gonna be 5 feet and 5 inches, weight 160.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, it's stealing from LaSalle, right?
And anything to the body like bloating, decomp, or rigor mortis set in yet? Negative. So the body isn't in any type of rigor. Any scars, marks, or tattoos visible? Male, what's his race and age? Hispanic, 44.
Stealing from the trains behind the BP.
Jump over there, 63rd and the red line.
10841. 10841. 43? Yeah, 43. Detective name is same as Turner that was on scene, correct?
73 San Adam.
73 San Adam.
23 Garfield, red line, Presley.
10845. 10845.
That stealing from the trains just is happening right now.
Okay, so we're coming. The best address that you have is Root and Wells? Or is it a better address? 4099 South Wells Street. Okay, thank you. Our time right now is 1846 hours. It'll be 75 minutes from the time that we notify Wallace Harrison. The clock doesn't start until we notify them, okay? You can switch back.
They closed off my spot, man. I had a spot back here, man. That's bogus. There's a cool spot back here. That's bogus. Oh, man.
Black gang members were walking down the train area, threatening to smoke somebody at the 69th Street red light stop. The offenders were at the Jackson stop when the threats were made, so the caller's not sure if they're still at Jackson or if they're on their train going to 69th Street. When the male black
gang members threatening to smoke somebody at 69th Street red line.
male black with a bulge on his side, wearing a black hoodie with diamond shapes on it, and the other is a male black wearing a red hoodie. Charlie,
1387 Charlie, can you get that number for red line check at 47?
10888, 10888.
There used to be a boat back here.
7383 on it.
I told you. Right there, man.
83 Ida.
Line check.
See that boat? It's a big boat there. That ain't a small boat. That's a big boat.
Alright, 10894, 10894. And can you keep your eyes open for these males that we're supposedly making threats? We don't know where they're at. Possibly at Jackson, possibly at 69th Street, possibly on the train in between. Yeah, it's supposed to be a male black wearing a black hoodie with diamond shapes on it, and the other is a male black wearing a red hoodie.
$85 John.
85 John.
Paramedic red line, please.
One 10903. 10903.
Yep.
You're welcome. 73858.
It's some kind of a police yard here. I don't know what police station or facilities is up here. I don't know what this is.
922 on City West Oak.
Chicago Beverage Company.
$7387 boy.
87 boy.
Southern California, bus number 1130.
There's a whole thing in the back here. I've been back here.
10917, 10917. 7385 Eddie, over at the 69th Street red line.
There's a whole encampment back there. Right back there. There's a bunch of stuff back there. I'll go back there another day. We gotta find a nice sunset picture, right? That's what we're looking for. Maybe behind me. 7 o'clock is rolling up quick. So we got train robbers, we got gangbangers threatening people on the red line. Yeah, that's a nice spot back there. I just showed you that boat. There's a lot of cool... Did I just show you here? Look.
For 922 on Citywide 2?
Yeah, 10-4.
It's up in a sec. 7330 Adam.
7330 Adam.
Hey, Squad. Are you trying to reach the officer that's 69 red line?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let me give a ring because they were down on the platform. They might not hear you.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
So, what did I just show you by DePaul, by the Lane Tech, by the Old Riverview? Really cool spot. Well, look at this. I just showed you a spot. It's got an abandoned boat. It's got a bunch of woods. It's fenced off, technically. You can make a...
So do me a favor, and can you repeat your ME's case number? Give me the 4 digits, all of them.
Wait, let's check that tomorrow.
No, let me wait on 2026-027.
I'm just saying this is a cool spot, man. It's a real cool spot, man. You know there's a boat back there, right? Yeah. You know the boat back there? Why don't they let people hang back there and chill like we grew up, man? It's a cool spot, man. I love that spot back there. And it's all big back there, man. Take it easy, fellas. SubX.News, man. Be safe. And there's a bunch of dudes just hanging here, man. I'm like, man, that's a cool spot, man. They're like, yeah, we know there's a look at what they do out there. Look at this. Fly dumping. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. And the aldermen out there don't do nothing about it, right? Look at this. This is an alderman here, right? See that? See the differences? See how different wards get treated? It's kind of rotten, you know what I'm talking about? So it's 6:55 p.m. May 27th, 2026. We're traveling all around. We were just by the old Riverview site where they have a cool bike path park, right? There's a whole bunch of cool stuff back here. There's an abandoned boat and all this stuff. Each ward is run by an alderman. Now look at this ward, how this ward looks. Look at this. Look at this, how this ward is. We've just been traveling for 3 hours through the city of Chicago. Look at this. Look at how this alderman treats his residents, his constituents, right? See that there? Look. Look at that. This is the alderman's fault. The alderman allows this. Got that? Look at that. We were just in another place, and there they have people who build a beautiful park out of an abandoned area, Riverview. They have volunteer events, they have biking, they have benches, they have everything. And now here we're on the west side. That's Lake Street in front of us. That's Lake Street right there. We're on Kenton and Lake, right? And this is what you got. So what's the difference between here and by Lane Tech and by the river, by Addison and Belmont? You know what's the difference? The person elected to take care of this place. This person don't care about this area. Isn't this like Jason Irvin up here? I don't know who it is back here. I don't want to besmirch his nepotism name, but you see that, right? See how nasty it is out here? The only difference is who's running it. There you go. You just seen it. Right? There's all kinds of stuff out there. It's the ultimate. Right? You guys just seen that, right? I didn't make that up. 2 different spots, 2 different places. So you travel a little west, and the alderman out here don't care about his constituents, and you got trash, filth, and nastiness. And this could be even nicer than that bike park over by the old Riverview place that we seen earlier in the day. But guess what? This alderman don't care and is just collecting a check. Kind of like Brandon Johnson. Lakin can ton.
10996. 10996. 385 Adam. 735 Adam. 95th South.
6:55 p.m. May 27, 2026.
11000.
Nasty, filthy alderman. Should I check what alderman this is? The politicians. I'm posting the video, so thanks for your patience. We're almost. We're gonna see what's going on up here.
83 David.
733 David.
On the red.
You guys just seen it, right? Did you see it? 2 different places. What? An hour apart. Filthy and nasty, right? That's what you got. And then there's hookers right over here, right? 7 o'clock. So why don't we do this? I'm gonna pull over here. We're gonna end it at 7, alright? We'll put on the news. And then we'll end it with the news. And then we'll start a fresh tape, alright? That's what we're gonna do.
Well, they understand that. They'll be fine.
Current drivers